Presumptive Democratic presidential nominee Joe Biden's Tech Policy Committee has come under fire even from the New York Times for having extensive ties with big tech companies. You're watching TechShark, bite-sized news for conservatives surfing the net. The Times released a report criticizing how, quote, his campaign and transition teams have welcomed allies of Facebook, Google, Amazon, and Apple onto its staff and policy groups. There's also concern that big tech may be trying to, quote, co-opt a potential Biden administration. The Times allegedly obtained a list of rules sent out to groups advising the campaign, explicitly telling them, quote, simply put, do not talk to the press, showing the campaign would rather these ties be kept under wraps. Former New York Congresswoman and former Google insider Susan Molinari spoke at the Democratic National Convention in Milwaukee, where she endorsed Joe Biden. The New York Times observed that in past years she worked for Google's interests to, quote, broaden the tech giant's support beyond Silicon Valley Democrats, and fought for a, quote, proposed overhaul of the nation's immigration laws. She also worked with Google's legal team to, quote, help fend off an antitrust lawsuit after a 2-year investigation of the company by the Federal Trade Commission. Now, Biden's running mate, Senator Kamala Harris, is also friendly with big tech. In fact, Facebook COO Sheryl Sandberg stated her support for Harris, saying, quote, this is a huge moment for black women and girls all over the world. Harris's campaign for the Senate and the presidency were well funded by Apple, Microsoft, Google, and Facebook, according to OpenSecrets.org. Now, Harris is also an open advocate of online censorship as well. During her presidential campaign, she openly called for the ban of sitting President Donald Trump from Twitter.
I frankly think that based on this and all we've seen him do before, including attacking members of Congress, that his Twitter account should be suspended.
In an interview with Axios, Harris stated that she was in favor of putting rules in place that would punish tech companies who profited from hate. In the Senate, Harris introduced the Stop Hate Act. Harris explained that, quote, the Stop Hate Act would examine the, quote, the role the internet plays in fostering hate speech. Now here's the shark button. One of America's founding ideas was a system of checks and balances, so there wouldn't be too much power in any one place. Establishment media, academia, and big tech are all notoriously liberal as it is. Imagine all of those actually consolidated within one far-left government. Over the past few years, conservatives on social media, from meme creators to podcasters to online video creators, have been a viable weapon against the left. The establishment panicked over conservative strength in 2016, thanks to grassroots uprisings on social media, and have been changing the rules on the platforms so that never happens again. If the online censorship isn't stopped, they just might get their wish. Thanks for watching TechShark. Once again, I'm Alex Hall with MRC-TV and Newsbusters Tech Watch. Have a good week.